To be ahead for that long
We had such a lead.
and then to start losing the game in Giants fashion for the second freaking time in a row. We were fine. We had them where we want them. And we give it up.
You have one thing to say. I think you said.
And it's not one thing, it's several things. I want to be mad at Daniel Jones, but I can't.
Well, I mean, he did make some mistakes, that he's been making. He's
But
holding.
he redeemed himself somewhat. But what I don't understand is how that last play wasn't pass interference.
Well,
He hit him.
and it can't be challenged anymore. So pass interferences cannot be challenged.
Forget about the challenges. We had no timeouts left with 3.5 minutes left.
I know. When I heard them say the Giants are taking, it was like 3:47. They said the Giants are taking their final timeout. I was like, what? I was like, what are they doing? And here's the thing. I think Tampa Bay would have called their own timeout at that point. At that particular moment, when we called our last one, I think Tampa Bay would have called one themselves.
Yeah. And
that was probably a risk that Joe Judge should have taken, was to just see if they would call their own timeout. And it was just a squandered opportunity game. Once again, we've got situations where we played really well in the first half. And then Jones, just let things go. He's still trying to make the play. He sees the sack coming. Just take the sack, Danny. Take the sack, Danny. If you can't get the ball out of bounds, just tuck the ball under yourself and take the sack.
I'm sick to my stomach.
We could have won this game. That's the sad part. The New York Giants could have won this game. Brady was a little rattled. We could have won this one, but it was our own mistakes. We could have been up probably 2 more touchdowns without the failures of our offense. Major failures. So I don't, it's just one of those things where we have to do something else to move forward. They had the little cutesy play in the beginning, that was exciting, but it doesn't mean anything if we keep losing games. Thanks, Jason Garrett, but no thanks. We need to win games. We need to get Danny back on his grind. We need him to be focused on connecting with a open receiver.
I blame Sterling Shepard. You just said something that just triggered my memory, and now I'm more upset because Sterling Shepard did something that pissed me off. You don't really pay attention to these things because you didn't actually play football, but there are things that Sterling Shepard did on that route that pissed me off. He looked back way too early. The announcer even called it out. He said, see where he's looking back? He should be looking back 10 yards more down the field. Why is he looking back before he even breaks? He looked back before he broke. So he diminished his speed. He slowed himself down. Excuse me. So that was a good pass by Daniel Jones. It looked like it was overthrown because Sterling Shepard misperceived how it was going to be thrown. And he looked back too early. He got impatient. All he needed to do was run down the field and then look back. Those little things make this a different game. I think that would have been a touchdown play. Dion Lewis not catching that football at the very end, I still think it was pass interference. I don't care what anyone says because the refs this whole game, I think it was BS. There were so many bullshit calls. Excuse me. There were a lot of bad calls. There were a lot of bad ones, and there were some that were given to the Buccaneers. That one play where the tight end ran over. How do you say that guy's name? Tiamadou. I can't say his name.
Yes,
Yamadou.
I know who you're talking about.
Tiamadou.
Or Tyolodo or something like that.
No. That's a different one. That one was egregious too. I think that he was just trying to move around. It was a little sketch, but I'm referring to when our defensive back got ran over by the tight end. They tried to say he hit him with his helmet. He braced to try to tackle him. What do you want him to do? Just give his chest up so he can get eaten up? Like, I'm disgusted because you know how much I hate Tom Brady. To be ahead for that long
We had such a lead.
and then to start losing the game in Giants fashion for the second freaking time in a row. We were fine. We had them where we want them. And we give it up. I don't know what else to say because I have a lot on my mind. And I thought about why we drafted Daniel Jones for the majority of the game. And I tried not to. But when I look at him make these stupid mistakes,
I was reflective of the drafting of him today too. I was
I
like,
don't get it.
what?
Why did we draft him? Why did we do it?
Even as he was like just getting on the field today, I had a moment of like, what was it that made them? And I said to myself, was it his demeanor? Like, because it was like Eli, but that doesn't win games.
I don't want a dopey quarterback.
No. Demeanor doesn't win games. And unless it's going to, result in, getting in the end zone every drive and scoring a touchdown. But I don't care how calm, cool, and collected somebody is. It's not winning New York Giants.
He looks like he needs to work at Wawa.
Oh my God.
I'm tired of him.
That's very mean, but
I'm tired of him. I'm tired.
I am going to agree.
I'm so disturbed that those picks that he threw, he didn't have to do that.
Wawa, Daniel Jones, holla at your boy.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't even laugh right now. That's how mad I am. I'm that mad right now.
We could have won that game. I mean, I don't know that. I mean, we've only had, I think, one other game, which is, of course, the last one that we could have won.
Against another team that I freaking hate.
It's another game that we could have won, but we failed to complete the game. We failed to do what needed to be done in the second half. It's pathetic. It's just really, really bad. And and here's the thing, as of the game time today, the Giants still had a chance to get into the playoffs. I don't know if that means anything now that we've lost yet another game.
I don't want us to go to the playoffs.
I don't think that we would go very far anyway. I mean, it's
no,
it doesn't matter. But it's hard being a Giants fan this season.
I'm shook this season.
It is because there's not horrific coaching happening like in recent seasons.
It's just the players. Is it?
There's a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of. I mean, I will say tonight, defense in the first half, we did have some great stops with our defender watching the eyes of the Tampa Bay's receiver and making clean stops with no pass interference calls.
Bradbury was on point.
I was impressed with that. We need to do more of that, but our defense has been playing very well.
Well, when you're on the field for most of the freaking game, it makes sense. You get all that practice.
You're getting all the practice, all the reps. But
Tom Brady.
It's just a bad situation.
For anybody that knows Fairly Odd Parents, Tom Brady is my Dinkelberg.
Everybody needs to look that up.
I can't stand Tom Brady. I'm gonna be mad about this for a little bit. It's not gonna go away for a couple of days. I can't stand him. I hate him so much.
It was a game that and it would have been so great. And I just love that Tom Brady was like pout. He was like, had a tantrum like a baby on the sideline.
He did, and I started talking shit. And I made the mistake. I made the mistake of talking shit, and I'm cursing. I'm sorry.
This is an episode of our show which we will have curse words only because it is just that bad. We're there. We are there.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of putting faith into them in the final quarter. I did it again. I baited myself. I do this every time. I'm like, maybe we'll actually close the game and win, and then we lose. I can't.
It's it's a rough one. It's a rough one. So, there's no need for us to continue to talk about the stinker of a game that this was. Um, it is it's embarrassing for them to keep suiting up to go out there and play basically a half a game. I'm just gonna say it. The Giants suit up to go out and play week to week to play a half a game because that's just about what we get out of them is a decent half. And then after that, all bets are off.
Yep.
Everybody goes and regroups, and then it's just crap after that.
They
And
forget how to
that's
play the games.
yeah. So, it's not the coaching because I think Jason Garrett is actually doing a good job
Yeah.
calling.
He had some sketchy play calls today, but there were only some, not a lot.
Yeah.
Only a little bit. Like there was a screenplay that was really desperate. He threw it immediately. Excuse me. He threw it immediately to Deion Lewis. It was covered already. Don't know why we would throw that play. Like I don't know why we called it after we already got shut down, doing the same exact thing, just a different type of variation of a screen pass, or something in the flat. I don't know why we did that. Same thing with running the ball. We ran the ball down the middle. It got shut down. We tried it again. The same play after it got shut down. Then we were in 3rd and 13. It's like, what the hell are we doing? Like, I don't know.
It's just a painful display of football. Our next game is against this Sunday against our favorite Washington football team.
Maybe we can get another win.
Maybe we could get another one.
I'm just tired of seeing Daniel Jones throw interceptions and just I don't know. Something about that makes me very angry. I get very angry.
To Daniel Jones is Danny, take the sack.
Or just throw it away. Like you don't have to.
He has trouble doing that.
He does.
Just tuck it under and just go down with the sack.
Take
with
a
the
page out
ball.
of Eli's book and hit him with the dopey look after you get hit too.
Yeah. Yeah, people might have more sympathy if they do the dopey look.
I can't.
So,
we're a joke.
We are a joke. We're a joke and a half. And these close endings, it's painful. These close games are painful. And I hope that they regroup over the next 6 days and figure out how they can come out and win against Washington. And they're going to be away. So, they need to figure it out. I don't think they have, I don't think there's spectators there. So it'll be another.
I hope there are. We don't need to see that trash in person.
At least Governor Murphy has kept spectators out of the MetLife and has spared Giants fans from witnessing these horrific home games.
I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. All I'm thinking about is the fact that we just lost Tom Brady. I can't.
It's
so upsetting.
It's pretty bad. So we'll regroup like the Giants. We'll be regrouping, and we'll hopefully we'll have a less angry and more jovial episode to come up. But this one hurt bad because it was Tom Brady, and because we did get him in the moment of having a tantrum. Which again, I savor those moments when he's throwing, he's banging his helmet.
Yeah, he threw his helmet around the chair.
Oh man, that was just, I loved it. That's not as good as when he got confused on his down. Not as good as that. Not as good.
He's got another moment though. he's got another one. He's it was very funny. I thought I was watching a kid.
So angry.
I want my ice cream. That's what I felt like I was watching.
Bad. He was pretty bad, and he had less of those moments when he was up in Massachusetts.
Way less of those moments.
But whatevs. I'm glad he had the moment. I'm glad he was under stress. How about that?
Right, exactly, and it wasn't a blowout win like I had predicted, because I predicted that.
But it's more. I think it's more. I would prefer they have gotten blown out. The fact that
these losses hurt.
They could have won this game, a second one in a row that they could have won, except for the follies and squandered opportunities.
I was about to say we squandered opportunities big time. It's unfortunate. There's
It is
nothing really we
very
could do about it other than just suffer. We'll just have to weather through the storm, as I'm calling
it's
for
a
right
hell of
now.
a store. It's like a blizzard.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you love our little mother son post game show, please subscribe, like, share this video. Hey, share them all, like them all. And we'd be happy to have you back. Please actually share your comments. We want to have more Giants fans sharing their woes and sorrows following these horrible games that put us in a
Yes.
position of just being extremely upset. Not because, again, of bad coaching, which has been our problem for the last couple of seasons. It is
Hmm.
really just squandered opportunities and just Daniel Jones has got to get his act together. He's got to
Oh
learn
yes,
when he's
and
got to
fast.
give up on the play, homie. Give up on the play and do the right thing. I think he's just behind Carson Wentz on interceptions for the season.
Ugh, yeesh.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
he is.
Carson is also struggling as well. We won't get into that, but it's rough. It's rough. But please keep watching us. Please share your comments, and we'd be happy to. I'll definitely respond. We'll respond to you. So with that, we'll have to just wait till we play a Washington football team, but
Yeah,
perhaps we can pull out our second win.
perhaps we'll have to see. No jinxing.
No jinxing. All right, everybody. Take care, everybody.
Take care.